And more problems for Bud Light. Sales are still slipping after its promotion with transgender influencer Dylan Mulvaney. And now a bottling company contracted with parent company Anheuser-Busch is closing 2 of its plants and laying off more than 600 employees. So let's bring in public relations consultant Adam Weiss. Adam, thank you so much for your time today. All right, so regardless of how you feel about Bud Light and its partnerships, people are talking about the brand. At this point, have been talking about the brand for months. Was that the whole point of this? I mean, does Bud Light win out even in spite of some of this negative publicity?
I don't think somebody's that calculating to take a risk and drop their market value by billions and sales by 30% and month after month after month. It's devastating to the company. It's devastating to workers. It's devastating to vendors. And until the CEO, Brendan Whitworth, takes a stronger stand and does something, to bring back the pride that Bud Light was, it's going to continue. And he's too wishy-washy in his statements. He's just not really taking a stand. There's not one time that he's apologized in 3 or 4 months to this controversy.
So we know that in the intro of this, I said Anheuser-Busch is closing 2 of its plants, laying off more than 600 employees. Do you think that is directly related to this backlash and to the drop in sales?
No doubt. It's spread all over. It's spread to supermarkets, spread to convenience stores, it's spread to ballpark. We're in the middle of the summer. People should be drinking beer left and right. And it's not that iconic of a brand. There's a lot of beer out there, right? So it's not like, whoa, only in middle America we have a Target or we have a Walmart. Most convenience stores have lots of beer. So if, middle America is offended, or let's say it was conservatives that were offended by beer, they have other choices, lots of other choices. So, it's a very big brand. It has a great history. I think the CEO has to be stronger. He has to come out, apologize if I offended people. I never meant to get in these battles of, what culture wars, whatever they are. And let's move on and do some big events and sponsor some big events and get them back in the, the heart of American institutions.
Okay, so Adam, I'm going to play devil's advocate a little bit here. You're saying the CEO has not come out, has not apologized. But is that possibly because this was the plan the entire time, but it just backfired a bit? Because I say that because it does seem quite common right now, in our current culture to advertise in this way. You stir up some type of controversy, you get people talking about your brand, and then maybe you're hoping that, it goes in your favor, but obviously you're running the risk of it going the opposite way.
Yeah, it's a brilliant idea if it was an airliner and people had to fly and they had no other choice, or a product, any other product that there isn't so many different choices out there and you get billions of dollars in publicity, but you can't take a hit like this economically and just keep flourishing and keep going. So it sounds interesting. It's good. It really is a good PR ploy to do that. And, you can't buy that kind of publicity, but I think that, as far as economics, they're really taking a hit.
Yeah. And certainly, and when you think about the 600 people who are laid off, they're obviously don't think it was a great idea by any means. My last question for you, Adam, do you think this is one of those controversies that will be written about in the PR history books and the advertising history books, let's say 50 or even 100 years from now? Because no doubt cultural norms will have shifted at that point.
Nichole, I was thinking about that today. I think this could not only be written about, this could be a whole course in universities across the country, not just one class, a whole course, because it's economics, it's culture, it's politics, it's vendors, it's salespeople, it's middle America, it's the iconic brand. You could teach this for a whole semester and still keep going. There's so many different elements about it.
Wow, okay. Adjunct Professor Adam Weiss here on the case. All right, Public Relations Consultant Adam Weiss, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me. Happy 4th.
Happy 4th to you. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.